restful weekend ahead. I'm out here this morning feeding the goats. It's a little late, later than the normal time that they've been fed, but it's about 12 hours since they were fed last night. Oh, there's Beauty. She just came through the window. So they're definitely ready to eat. So thanks for joining me as I do my morning chores. Good morning, Beauty. Why are you being so crazy? Okay, so, and here we have Miss Cecily. Oh, sorry, I forgot you were in there. So last night Crumble did stay in there, and so did Mr. Cuddles. There's Blue, there's Penny, there's Libby. All in all, there was 5, 6, 7, 8 goats in there. I did leave Cookie in here as well. It's like her back hoof was bothering her, so she got a trim, and we'll see how she's doing today. Good morning. Hi, ladies. Crumbly Miss was being so crazy last night. I couldn't even grab her to stick her back in with the rest of the herd, so I'm not sure what was up with her. This is a 2-gallon bucket. I usually fill it up for the large doe pen in the morning. The regular goat pellet, I do put a little beet pulp in it. I've been trying to cut back on the beet pulp. They really love it, but it's really high in calcium. Here, excuse me. You all have like 3 pans over there to eat out of. I need this bucket. I need you to move. This is going to the doe pen. You can eat from this bucket. Okay, I'm taking this. They will all go back out into the field today. Okay, go around, get up on the stand. I really hate when they eat like this, when they're hanging over the edge. No, jump up, jump. Really? Okay, Crumble jumped up. It's not as cold today as it has been the past few days. It's like 32 degrees right now. Ground is frozen, which is good, which means we don't have any mud. I hate walking around with mud everywhere. Goats hate it too. So the automatic waters, I think, are done for the season once it starts freezing, so I really need to take that back up into the loft. Good morning! Oh! Hi, Tiny. Cookie, you ready to come out, baby? Their heated buckets did not freeze last night, but did get some hay in it. Dump that out and refill it. Cheerio, just go eat somewhere, please. There's plenty of spots open. I guess she went in the barn. No, never mind. There she is. She's like a master at that. Just walks right behind you as you go in and out of gates. Come on, Cheerio. You can join the snack crew. Okay, so. Guys, there are 3 pans over there. Go over there and eat. You always want the bucket. Here, put it up. You're thumping it. There's too many goats in here. Cheerio, really? Okay, here's another bucket. See another pan not being used. Well, they all use the same bucket. Another pan not being used, but 4 of them in that bucket. So when they're wagging their tails like that, it's called flagging. It usually means that they're in heat, ready to be bred. So you saw her just jump on that other doe. It's very common behavior for does in heat. So these junior does keep going into heat, and then I have senior does who will not go into heat. So that's been fun. Good morning. Hi, Ashley. Hi, Nikaya. Here's my big boys. So hopefully all the waters will unfreeze today. My husband is buying wire to run an outlet over here to the corner so we can drop a tank de-icer into this tub. So you can see it gets the rainwater spill off. A huge thing of ice in it. Hello, Mr. Puss in Boots. Maverick, go eat. Maverick likes coming out and visiting with the ladies. Hi, Patches. The door is open, it lets in a lot of light, but it's also very, very windy. Let's see. Cheerio, please don't. Excuse me. Excuse me. Okay, still eating out of the bucket? I'm gonna go over and give the chickens some grain. I really hate when they do this. Please knock it over. It's rabbit feed. Chicken feed. Sun's out today. They like to scratch around on the ground. Do you guys want to go in there? Do you want to go in the chicken pen? Go. The gate's open. Go. Go in the chicken pen. No, go. Go, sir. You don't want to go? You cannot sit there. Kind of windy today. Good morning, Petunia. How are you? Oh my goodness. Why is your baby out? They are so much more alert. Oh, there's one over here. What are you doing? Oh my gosh, they're so cute. Hi, babies. Hello. I love how they just nose their way into the cuddle puddle. Hi, Peter. How are the other babies doing? Okay, we have the black one. Okay, there's 3 black ones. Here's the second one. Oh, you're sleepy. This is the gray one. My son loves this one. There's spotted one, other spotted one, and then there should be one more black rabbit. Okay, so there it is. You can see its ears. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Why did you have so many babies, Petunia? Water froze. Goats are screaming today. Moon, is that you? Why are you screaming? Oh, in herds of goats, you usually have multiple goats going into heat on the same day. So it ends up being very, very loud. Oh, why is your baby over here? Oh my gosh, they're so funny. They're so cute. What are you guys doing? Hi, Cookie. How you feeling? Hi, Cuddles. Hi, Blue. Hi, Cheerio. Hi, Penny. Are you finally ready to go back out, Crumble? Because last night you wouldn't go. Okay, go. This is your time. Seriously? No, we don't need everyone out. We have enough goats out. Cookie, Happy. We have like 10 goats out. So there's Nutmeg. She decided to come out. It's Miss Libby, Cuddles. Cecily. Cookie is Nutmeg's daughter. She's kind of got a weird face. Some of these ladies are getting very large. Notably, chocolate chip and pancake. But also Bernicia and Chia. Minnie is not that large. Oh, Time. I thought you were out. Time and Grace look very, very similar now, so I keep getting them mixed up. There you go. So Crumble was out last night. As you can see, when she got back in, she immediately started scarfing down minerals. Apparently she needed her vitamins over the night. Second or third, this is actually fourth cut alfalfa. Yeah, the higher cutting you get, the more expensive it gets. It's really good. The goats absolutely love it, as you can tell. However, the grass hay that I bought is actually first cut. My goats are grained all year round, so if they're not in milk, they're not, producing a lot, they're okay with just a grass hay. They don't love it. They don't eat every bit of it. It is $4 a bale, so the alfalfa is double that. So it's $8 for a small bale, like 40 to 50 pounds, which compared to a lot of areas around the country is very, very reasonable. But you can see how much they like it. I did read about somewhere, I think it was Arizona, and they had like an insane number of cuts this year already. But here in Indiana, we don't see that. Hi, Lulu. You can see Midnight flagging her tail. Like I said, when one's in heat, there's usually 2 or 3 in heat. So it makes for a very loud day. And that's Lulu. Lulu's going to be 2 years old on February 23rd. And she's currently open. So in order to show a dairy goat at 2 years old, they have to be in milk. They have to have freshened and have been in milk. Some places do offer dry doe classes. However, if you're at a dairy goat show and you show up with a doe that has, is 2, 3, 4 years old and she's empty, there's a very good chance you're going to be last. So we do breed all of them before 2. Our show season usually starts at the beginning of May. We're actually hosting our own local show this year, so it's our first time hosting a show. We're doing it at our local fairgrounds. It's going to be 2 rings. I have 2 judges coming up from Tennessee to judge them. We're going to have showmanship, junior does, senior does, and bucks. So that is going to be a learning experience, probably a little bit crazy for us. I don't know how many goats I'll take, but I will only take does that have been in milk for a while. So a lot of these does are planned to kid. We're starting in January. We're having pretty many kid in February. I'm not sure how many March we have. I have to double check the whiteboard. So my daughter's 15. She's been orchestrating a lot of the breedings. We only pen breed or hand breed, which means that these ladies do not live with a buck. We only put them with a buck when we think that they're going to be bred or they're in heat. So that way we will know when the kids are due. I don't like not knowing when kids are due. I like to at least be aware so I can help if we need to do anything, or I can take them to a vet if it becomes more serious. Yes, these are all dairy goats. These are Nigerian dwarfs. They're all purebred. Nigerian dwarfs can only be purebred. The herd book is closed, And that means that if the Nigerians are mixed with any other breed, like the standard breeds like Nubians or Alpines, they cannot be shown in an ADGA show. There are some mini goat registries popping up, and these breeders are breeding. It's usually a Nigerian buck with like a Nubian doe and creating what they say are mini Nubians. So I've judged a few mini shows, and you get kind of a variety. Sometimes it'll look like a full Nubian, but then as you get a couple generations down, it will start to look like a Nubian but smaller. A lot of times they don't have the breed character that you typically want to see with Nubians, with the bell-shaped ears, that flare out, or the really arched Roman nose. However, I do get it, even though I don't think I would ever breed for them, because you get increased milk by having a standard breed. Nubians are known for having milk that's also really high in butter fat. And Nigerian milk is really high in butter fat as well. So I think that probably is a cross that makes a lot of sense. I only show in ADGA shows. I'm actually an ADGA judge, so I judge ADGA shows as well. So I don't really see a use for me having any standards since they can't be mixed with this breed. But I don't mind judging them. I get to look at and to touch, thousands of goats a year all across the country. So it's really an enjoyable process. It really does hone in on what you like. You get to see trends in different areas of the country. You can notice things maybe you don't see at your local shows. And then, a lot of Nigerian breeders are, they're using AI, so you could maybe bring in semen from across the country and, bring in new genetics to your herd. Something that I haven't done, maybe in the future I will. Nigerians, for me, are not something that I've had a long time. I've had this herd for 5 years, and that's starting with 2 does. And now it's grown to over 40 goats. This year I will probably sell a few of the older does in order to keep my kids. I've been breeding to have better conformation. When you come, to conformation for goats, there's a whole ADGA scorecard, general appearance, and mammary system, body capacity, and dairy strength. Something that I could talk about all day long. But the Nigerian herd or breed as a whole has made tremendous strides in improving Nigerian dairy goats. And a lot of times now you'll see Nigerian goats that will beat standard goats, breeds that have been in the U.S. for, tens and tens of years, because again, as a whole, Nigerian breeders are very, very passionate about improving the breed, about, just spending money to bring in the best bucks, the best genetics, the care and upkeep. And when it comes to sponsoring shows, like our local show, we've had so many Nigerian breeders reach out to sponsor our show. It's been tremendous. It's really a great breed to be a part of, although it's very, very competitive. And to buy a competitive show doe is very expensive. So there's one doe in this group that I paid $2,400 for her, and it's that gold doe right there. So that's easy. So to buy a nice show doe, you will pay a lot of money. I think she paid off because I paid to have her bred. So then I kept both daughters and a son from that breeding, and then I used the son to breed all the does that I had at home. So then I had a ton of grandkids from her. So looking down, right now you don't see a lot of the grandkids since I bought her in November of 2022. But a lot of them are loose out in the feed room. All of those quadruplets are grandkids. Moon is a granddaughter. Time is a granddaughter. Actually, Bean, the white doe right there, is a granddaughter as well. Blue, how did you get out here? I didn't remember letting her out. So Lulu is a daughter, and then Midnight is a daughter as well, or a granddaughter, not a daughter. So I did breed Easy too. It was a total outcross. An outcross is when you are breeding goats like that are not really related at all. In dairy goats, line breeding is very common. You'll kind of mix in some of the same genetics. No, it's not like, full siblings or anything, but you'll see the same ancestors when you look back at the pedigrees of these goats. However, I bred her, again, a total outcross, to that black buck outside. His name is, it's RZ Akers Isaac Newton. He came from New York. And I specifically bred her to him because he puts beautiful front ends on all of his kids. I don't like Easy's front end a lot. She's loose at the elbow. She's a little, she lacks a little bit of fullness at the elbow. And her shoulder blades aren't really tight. So hopefully with these kids, we'll see more extension to the brisket, more tightness of the shoulder blades, more fullness at the point of elbow. It's really peaceful just to sit here and watch them all stuff their little faces. So there is a pen of bucklings outside. These are not full-grown bucks. These are just junior bucks. So when you see does out there standing by those bucklings, it usually means they're in heat or ready to be bred. So right now I have 3 does out there. 2 are supposed to already be bred, so hopefully they're just out there, not in heat. So that's actually Lulu, a doe that I've been waiting for her to go into heat. Lulu, what are you doing? You can see the bucklings going crazy through the fence. And of course Moon, but I don't breed, these are kids. These are 7-month-old doelings. They're still too young to be bred. Lulu is almost 2. Miss Midnight. You guys are so crazy. Hey, Revy. Revy usually likes to get out and eat. Right before the national show, she was on a 3 times a day milk schedule, so I think she's still expecting to get out 3 times a day, jump on the milk stand and get to eat her snacks. She did not forget. Goats really love being on like a milk schedule. These goats have been bred for this, so they really thrive at that point when they're doing what they've been bred to do. Really miss having fresh goat milk as well, so once they start freshening in the winter, it'll be nice to have it back again in the fridge. You're over there screaming with like hay on your head. Gia. think anybody with goats kind of understands the enjoyment of just sitting and watching them eat. They're a tremendous amount of work all throughout the year. It's something that, you know, you usually do just because you enjoy it. It's not something that I've made money at. I've actually spent a tremendous amount on these guys. So just allowing yourself to enjoy them, I think, is important. And this year going forward, we've decided to breed and focus on more easy keepers, those that don't require a lot of work to keep. They're easy to catch. They have a good personality. You can hear Cheerio doing her little high-pitched scream. You guys are so hungry this morning. They're always hungry. You can see now Total Eclipse is over here teasing the boys. What are you doing, Eclipse? She's just standing up against that little shed. The shed was here when we moved here, so we kind of made it into like a little buckling shed. The barn we had built is 40 by 60. That shed is, I don't know, maybe 10 by 10 or 10 by 12 or something. 10 by 8 maybe. There goes Blue. These poor bucklings. Yeah, see, there's Micro. She's supposed to have been bred like months ago. She's out there. It's been a weird breeding season for me. Older goats not going into heat. Just a couple of them. It's kind of weird. Well, I am going to be pulling in water buckets, hauling in water buckets for these ladies. So I hope you all have a really great weekend, a great Saturday. Stay warm. Hope that it's restful and peaceful. Thanks for coming along as I do my morning chores. Bye, guys. Yes, there's time. She's right there. I accidentally called Grace time, but that's time.